Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. It's time to get back to class and see if we can actually learn some stuff without having to save somebody's ass. With me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah. So, yesterday was kind of an interesting day as far as the game goes. We managed to save Joel, who got trapped in a part of the... It's kind of weird, because I realized we had been in that part of the catacombs. We had been there. Because otherwise nobody else would. Nobody else would save them, Sin. It's actually kind of an interesting thing. I think Joel is the only person that can get into a situation where he will die. Another pretty wolves. Apparently if you don't save Joel, Thomas gets close to saving him, but doesn't find him till after he already dies. Which then weighs on Thomas as far as, the idea of being a hero and being a paladin and protecting people. He's like, oh God, I couldn't save Joel. I couldn't do anything. And it really messes with his head. So yeah, if we had not saved Joel, he would have eventually died. I think it takes it takes 3 or 4 days that he has to be down there before he dies. But yeah, the teachers actually start searching for him. Everybody's looking for him. But Thomas and Sean are the only two that realize he's in the catacombs. And like I said, yeah, if you leave it up to Thomas gets there just a little bit too late. Which sucks for Joel. And we gotta save the suave looking motherfucker. We have to help the suave looking guy. But yeah, so, basically right now we're kind of in a holding pattern as far as, well, there's supposed to be, the game gives you time to find Joel and stuff like that. You're not supposed to go directly to him and just save him the same day that he goes missing. Obviously you can, but that's not how the story's actually supposed to go. I'm just an overachiever. But that being said, yeah, so now we're kind of... I think the only people we haven't really helped that's in class is we haven't helped Thomas, and we haven't helped Cesari. But I don't think Cesari is one that you want to help. It really kind of seems like he is the one doing all the bad deeds. So, yeah. Like I said, the fact that, he was talked into going into the catacombs to try and get Cesari a shit ton of money. Cesari knew he was going to go down there. Cesari also was like, oh, wait, he's missing? What? When did this happen? I don't understand. Of course, it doesn't help anything that after saving, after saving Joel, Cesari is kind of like, wait, somebody saved him? Like, he was offended that somebody dared to cross him and save Joel. Which, yeah, that's a little suspicious to me. I think there's something. Oh, I think Cesari is probably going to have to deal with a lot of people being pissed off at him. At this point, Esme hates him, Katie hates him. Thomas is kind of iffy on Cesari. I'm not entirely sure how he feels about Cesari. Joel used to follow him around like a little puppy dog, but I kind of get the impression that he's not as friendly and on good terms with Cesari as he used to be. I think he's finally seen that Cesari is a dick. He is a complete and utter asshole. And I think we can safely say that Joel will vote for us as far as Rogue of the Year. So we're BFFs with Katie and Esme. We saved Joel's life. So there's 3 people that should be voting for us as far as voting for Sean as far as Rogue of the Year. That's the end goal. Now, I did look it up, and from what I hear, they are still working on a sequel to this game, focusing on a female wizard in Hero U. So it sounds like they're kind of bringing in their game plan is 4 different. There will be 4 different games in the series. Each one focusing on a different aspect of the Hero U. So you have your rogues, you have your wizards. There's got to be something for a paladin, and I don't know what the 4th one would be. I'm guessing just like a regular everyday fighter, a warrior class. Now, hopefully, if they get to the end of the series, they'll explain and they'll have everybody basically coming together to fight against the resurgence of the Dark Ones. Basically, the Chaos Gate starts to open again, and it's up to all the people that you've played before to close the gate and prevent the Dark Ones from taking over. With that said, I believe we're ready to get into the game. So, let's get things loaded up here. So yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot to do. I don't think there's a whole lot to do at this point, and except for just generally hang about. Now there are some quests that we can't do because we're going the science route. Nova Roma cuisine, antipasto, tagliatelle. With bolognese sauce and pain forte. I don't know what this is, but it sounds pretty fancy for a school dining hall. Well, Cesare should feel right at home, seeing he's from Nova Roma. So how did you rescue Joe? I just had to defeat a wraith with my bare hands, then destroy his soul vessel before I carried Joel out through the entire catacombs full of ravenous undead. Okay. Really? Well, Thomas liked that. Well, no, not actually. I did use a dagger rather than my hands. It's those little details. It's those little details. It was very brave of you. The catacombs are really dangerous, but I could just sit back and let Joel die. Enough chit-chat. Clean up your mess and get out of here. Alright, we gotta go back in and get the apple. Because we gotta leave a little something for our quirk friend. I don't know why the quirk always seems to like leave apple cores on our desk. Which is kind of curious, really. It's really kind of weird. Leaves the apple so that the quirk does not need to go roaming around the school. So let's see if there's anybody in the, is there anybody in the rec room? No. Open the door. Open the door. Thank you. I suppose I should have listened at the door. Anybody here? Surprise, surprise. No Joel, no Cesari. Wow, nobody. Nobody is here. All right. Yeah, I get the feeling we're probably going to be rushing through a few days here, because it's like, yeah, there's not a lot to do. Hi, Mr. Librarian. Ta-ta for now. Do try to show some semblance of respect in your choice of pleasantries with me. I feel as if my brain cells were being leached away by inanity. Well, now you're just... You're really kind of being a dick, man. Oh, wait, we should probably sell the scatterwings. Probably sell the scatterwings to, Monsieur Gregor. Of course, having watched, you know, I'm rewatching What We Do in the Shadows. So now every time I say Gregor, I'm thinking of my sweet Gregor. New things for sale. New things for sale. Magic things from Professor Featherstonach. Gregor hopes that Master Sean will find them exciting. I'm sure I will, Gregor. I found these in the... Very good, Master Sean, very good. I'm sure I can find some use for these. They're wings. They're just wings. So, Soulstone, Runestone, block magical spells, will stun and damage any undead creature you may find. Yeah, I found that a magical dagger will do that just fine. So do ratties use magic? That's a fair question, do they? Most ratties do not like magic. Magic is not normal and predictable. Ratties like to be same all the time. Gregor is not like most ratties. Gregor loves magic. Gregor loves things that change and grow. So Gregor is special? Yes, Gregor is special. Gregor is Gregor. What's new with you? Gregor is all excited. Magical things for sale in store. Just what young master needs. What do you have that's new for me today, Gregor? Magic. Gregor has magical runestones for sale. Now Master Sean can use magic like Gregor. Young masters can be magical. What are runestones? I don't take magical classes, so you're gonna have to like really dumb it down for me. Runestones are clay stones with magical runes on them. Runes are spells. Each rune does a different sort of magic. Runestones that are used like traps, set off when nasty undead monsters come near them. What sort of runestones are we talking about here? Come on, give me the deets. Gregor has Soul and Null runestones. Soul runestones send out a flash of sunlight to hurt undead like ghosties. Null runestones stop magical spells. Magic and dead things cannot cross over Null runestones, so it nullifies. Right. Gregor also has Ball of Eau d'Enchant. Use this on any weapon and it will turn a normal weapon into a magical one for about an hour or so. That way, Master Sean can defend himself against the undead. Right, I'll talk to Gregor will always be happy when Master Sean talks to Gregor. Be safe. reminds me, do we have... Yes, okay, we are wearing the hat. Ooh, we are not, however, wearing our school uniform. Which is, yeah, just be glad that, What's-His-Nuts didn't see us. Turk. Professor Turk. Alright, nothing there. Right. I'm still kind of wondering about that unmarked door. I don't hear anything, but that doesn't mean there isn't anything going on. Though there isn't anything going on. Okay. Nasty little bastard. Killing sea serpents. Sea serpents are perfectly fine as long as you feed them fish. They love them some fish. Let's clean up our act a bit. I've scraped and I've scrubbed and I'm hygienically superior. Hygienically superior to what or to whom? I feel like that's an important question. Aww. Ooh. Oh, no worries, pretty wolves. Trust me. I have done that enough times, staying up for 24 hours. I know what it's like when you've reached that 24-hour point. It's just like, oh God, your body just wants to shut down. I completely understand. You have a good night, pretty wolves. Might as well study, kill some time. And then go to bed. Huh? What? I'm awake! I'm awake! As I was saying, I've been informed by Lady Moira that Herr Kyro will soon be fully recovered from his injuries. What happened to him? Apparently, Herr Kyro had been injured and attacked by a wraith. Fortunately, he had some sort of magic that helped him repel the creature. However, his life would have been lost had not Herr O'Connor found him. Congratulations, Herr O'Connor. It seems that you have heroic qualities despite yourself. Oh, everybody liked that. I never would have found Joel without the help of Katie, Thomas, and Esme. They're all heroes as much as I am. In honor of Herr Kyro's rescue, you will all have a little more spare time with which to practice your rogue skills. The skills you master today may well save your life tomorrow. Good afternoon. I'm a hero! It's kind of a nice feeling. I have nothing on my to-do list. I'm in there right now. We should probably go and see what's shaking with the master. You may enter. How are things for you today, sir? Quite well, now that I know Herr Kyro is safe. You are proving yourself to be quite a hero. What's going to be done about Sosi? He abandoned Joel to die, then lied about it. Shouldn't he be kicked out of the hero school at the very least? Herr Sosi's family is very powerful and wealthy. The headmaster does not want to lose their financial support for the school. He believes that since Herr Kyro has recovered, no action against Herr Sosi will be taken. However, that does not mean that Herr Sosi will go unpunished. We will have to spend the rest of the semester knowing that everyone around him considers him to be a coward and a liar. Herr Sosi has no friends or supporters to bully. He has to live with the repercussions of his actions. I am sure that will be more of a punishment than merely sending him away. Would you like I brought a rose for your desk, sir. I hope you like it. A rose, really? You're either trying to flatter me or court me. Regardless of which, I'm not impressed. Ah, well, it was worth a shot. I shall have considerably better day knowing that Herr Kyro is safe. My thanks to you. Sean, don't go with puns. Don't punish us like that. That's true, but he does want to be the rogue of the year, which is very difficult to do when everybody hates you, because you kind of have to rely on them to vote for you. Yeah, I've got time to visit the infirmary, see what's shaking with Moira. Welcome, Sean. I'm just gonna sneak on over here. Greetings! 'Tis nice to see you so bright and healthy, Sean. I saw a portrait of you in the reception area. It's a really heroic picture. It's not very realistic. I tried to tell the artist that both Falcon, Sir Falcon, and I were covered in muck and blood and surrounded by the bodies of bogies when the Banshee attacked. At the time, I could barely lift the sword, let alone swing it. All I could do was keep the Banshee at bay until morning. The artist made it look so neat and easy. I think the artist did a fine job of showing just how amazing you are. 'Tis sweet to say that, Sean. Well, I say goodbye and she liked it. She just likes everything, I think. So let's see here. Good friend, BFF. He's acquaintance. We're good friends with Joel. Wow, we're pretty good friends with everybody. I mean, there's a few people that I haven't really talked to, like the cook, but I mean, I don't think she votes as far as the Rogue of the Year contest. I would be surprised if she does. Let's see what Professor Von Braun has to say. Today we are going to talk about a very controversial subject when it comes to science. You are likely aware of things that go on in this castle that defy scientific explanation. Ghosts fly in disobedience of the theory of gravity. Fire in torches burns without burning out. Alchemists get turned into spiders. Wait, what? There are people here at the school who do things that logically should be impossible, like freezing a monster in place without the use of glue, or making field of fire without geek fire. I am, of course, referring to the subject of magic. Many self-proclaimed scientists propose that magic is humbug tomfoolery that cannot exist. Wizards are charlatans whose illusions, sleight of hand, and chicanery to delude the ignorant and imbecilic discipline. But it is the prejudiced science-spotting demagogue who is so blind by his own preconceived notions that he refuses to acknowledge that not only is magic real, it is another form of science. Thus, the subject of today's lecture is mathematics of magic, and my very own unified field of theory of magic. Are there any questions before we get started? So is this theory the reason you are teaching here at the university rather than working on Science Island with the other scientists? Those blithering, narrow-minded nincompoops on Science Island wouldn't know a hypothesis from a hyperbole. They think pie is something you put ice cream on. And everybody knows that the true apple pie you put sharp cheddar on. They make Science Island into a contradiction of terms. I'd rather not talk about it. Now, I'm certain that you have all seen instances of magic. I have, and I don't have enough stuff to make. Just take a nap. Just take a nap. It pays to be well rested. It's getting closer to supper time. It is supper time. Billefrance, salad lyonnaise, coq au vin. Right. It's French food. Aw, eating all by yourself? Food. It's what's for dinner. Well, I would hope so. I would hardly expect you to have anything else for dinner. All right, let's see if there's anything shaking down in the old rec room. I don't think I have anybody else to give a rose to at this point, do I? Doesn't sound like anyone's talking in there right. Okay, so nobody's talking in there right now, but that's not the same as nobody's in here. Well, nobody's talking in here because there's nobody here. All right, let's go chat up let's go chat to the librarian. He's a little bit of an oddball, but you know. Nice day today, isn't it? Perhaps. Goodbye, sir. Good evening to you. Wait, can I give him a gift? Would you like to have an apple? I presume there is no ulterior motive to this gift other than a futile attempt to curry my favor. Sure? Very well. Offer accepted. Who is this guy? I mean, is that Greg? Is that Greg? I wasn't disturbing anything. I was just wanting to know who it was. Wanted to see if I got that eerie feeling again. Sometimes when you're around when you go by that painting, it's like, woo. It goes all creepy crawly and tries to scare you and stuff. Let's try that. Oh, right. And I already gave my apple to the library. Did I at least get him to be a good friend? I mean, he is a good friend. He is a good friend. Even Cesari doesn't hate me as much as Turk does. That's a little messed up, isn't it? I would think that Cesari would hate my guts at this point. But I guess not. Hey, you need some help in the kitchen? A storm is coming, Master Shonshon. The Knights of the Dead. They are a dark sign that the future, it will be even darker. You best be watching yourself. What's up? More than you know, Sean. More than I can tell. What is the Knights of the Dead? What's going on with the Knights of the Dead? Is it just a few ghosts floating around for a few nights, or? The dead of this land, they rest uneasily. They don't forget the past. They don't forgive the past. Soon the gate between worlds will open and the dead will come through. Now, most doopies, they are not bad. They just got something they need to do or say. Once they do that, they go back to the Grey Lands. Some doopies, though, they can be very bad. They envy the living so much that they want the living to die. What's a doopie? The good doopies, they will be the ones you would be calling them ghosts. The bad doopies, wraiths. This castle is protected against wraiths. The doopies you meet in the castle, they mean you no harm. I'm sorry, protected against wraiths? How come there was one in the catacombs? I agree. Turk does seem to hate everybody. But when you are not in the castle, you'd best not let the bad doopies get you. They suck out your life and pull you down into their graves. You got some work for me? Whoa. All right. Oh no, not again. Wait, I washed all the dishes from supper for a lousy 10 lira? Really? It seems like very low pay. Wait, have I been up here to check and see if there's anything going on here? Ooh, there is. All right, what you got for me? People talking. I not be liking the signs I see, Professor. The Knights of the Dead be nearly here, and a lot of dark magic be hanging around this castle. Yes, this is an old castle, and there are a lot of restless spirits and lost souls here. I do hope the students have better sense than to provoke the ghosts. Angry ghosts are so difficult with which to deal. The sad ones, they just as bad. Their hopeless despair fills the air, sucking the joy and life from everyone near them. They can drive a man to take his own life. Well then, we'll just have to make sure every student knows how to deal with the Knights of the Dead. We don't need any more ghosts haunting this school. The teachers seem really concerned about the Knights of the Dead, and all the ghosts that come with it. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I agree. Now, if things hold, Thomas should be in here. Right? Nope. Okay. Maybe Thomas found something better to do with his time than stand in front of a painting and complain and bitch and moan about not being a paladin. I mean, a rogue is technically a paladin for thieves, right? Hello, anybody home? I just want to tell Esme that I love her. Esme, it's your sweetie. I love you too, Sean. I will see you tomorrow, no? Tomorrow, yes. Sweet dreams. Good night to you too. Will you dream of me? I hope so. Good night to both of you. Now. Look, just because you Look, you could have had a boyfriend in ALS, but you didn't want to. You didn't want to even get the chance to get to know you. I mean, granted, he comes on kind of strong by automatically saying that he loves her. So, I mean, okay, that might be a little bit of a turnoff for some people, sure. But he also has the wispy little goat beard and teeny tiny little horns. As I was saying, it is good to see that you have recovered from your ordeal, Herr Kyro. Thank you, sir. I would not be here if it were not for Sean's most timely rescue. Indeed, Herr O'Connor has displayed his innate courage and cleverness to come to your rescue. Though he's not quite properly roguish because he actually went into danger. Today we are going to discuss a very important survival skill to develop, your charm. Oh, I have charm for days. The lesson is called How to Spin Friends and Influence Enemies. We should all acknowledge the value of friendship. Herr Kyro would not be here today were it not for the friends he has made in this class. What are some techniques one could use to encourage friendship? One should be polite and considerate towards another person's feelings, master. Oh, like you're an expert on that. What other ways are there to make friends? Keeping mental notes on what people say about themselves and then follow up by asking them about it later. People like it when you remember details about them. This is mostly true. Yes, find out what the people with whom you deal like and don't like. You can even keep detailed notes on topics of conversations for the next time you deal with them. This knowledge can be very useful. Keep all of these techniques in mind whenever you interact with someone else. One can never have too many friends. Wer Fluch. So, Joel, how's it hanging? I cannot thank you enough for saving my life. You are an amazing person, Sean O'Connor. Oh, now I can just straight up flirt with him, not compliment him. I can full out flirt with him. Nice. I gather that Cersei bullied you into going into the catacombs with him and then left when there was danger. Yes, Sansari was the one who wanted to go looking for treasure in the catacombs. When a wraith came after us, Sansari immediately ran off. As I ran after Sansari, I tripped over something. I yelled at Cesare to please help me, but he just kept on running. He didn't even turn to look at me. Cesare is a cowardly drat who'd betray his own mother for a profit. Probably already has, actually. At least now you know who your real friends are. Yes, I do now. Did you learn anything about the catacombs while you were down there? Cesare and I were looking for treasure chests scattered throughout the catacombs. There was rumored to be a major treasure trove in the northwest section near the Wraith. Wraiths are extremely dangerous. I was a fool to think that Cesare and I would face down a Wraith, even with magical protections. No amount of treasure is worth dying for. Do you have anything new for sale? Why, yes, of course. I have a pair of magical shoes called sneakers that improve your stealth skills. These are very expensive and rare. However, for you, my good friend, I will sell them for only a modest profit. Any new rumors? At the very south end of the catacombs, there's rumored to be a Minotaur hiding. He is wanted for murder, and there's a bounty upon his head. The Minotaur's nose ring will fetch a good price if Fester the fences. However, unfortunately, one must first kill the Minotaur to get it. So how are you feeling today, Joel? I am not quite fully recovered from my ordeal in the catacombs. I do not know if I will ever forget that nightmarish experience. You really are a master thief. You stole my heart when I wasn't looking. Oh yeah, we have gone far beyond compliments. Then it would only be fair of me to give you my heart in return. Oh, well, beaded necklace? You are giving this to me? It is kind of you to do so. So we are now buddies with him, and that seems to be about. That seems to be about. Well, it's a little bit higher than just that. I wonder. Hey, it's all about influencing people. It's all about influencing people. Actually, you know what? You know what? How much for the sneakers? How much for the sneakers? 120 lira. Oh, I will buy those. Sure. Oh, we're looking like a kid who got into the who got into their parents' clothes or have like a dress up box or something. That is a really weird look, and it's very obvious that it's just like paper doll type things where it's just like the coat is it's layered up because like some of the shirt like around the elbows were showing through the coat. Exactly. It's just like, yeah, it's like, oh, hey, I'm going to put on this top hat, these adventuring boots, this snazzy blue coat, this blue tie, and fuck it. We could actually put on the panda mittens, the pen mittens. What are they called? The pan guards. Right, the pan guards. Because they guard your hands, but we gotta force a panda pun. Run to science class, Sean. I know many of you were rather shocked by yesterday's lecture at the notion that magic and science are not totally incompatible. Yeah, I mean this game was funded through Kickstarter, so they don't have a whole lot of money behind them. Many of you may think that magic is like acid and science is abyss, so that combining the two would have explosive results. However, in today's lesson, not only will you see science and magic combined, but you will have tangible proof that the two disciplines can be used to enhance one another. We're going to create something those brainless imbeciles on Science Island allege is impossible. We're going to make a science friction belts. What? These belts utilize the magical rules of protection and defense, and then the amplifying principles of magnetism and metal. This generates a field of energy that surrounds the belt wearer and buffers them against incoming physical damage. The effects last for an hour at a time before the metal heats to just below the burning point of the skin, at which point the belt will not activate until the next day. It wouldn't be very much of a protection if it set the wearer on fire, now would it? Now, are there any questions before we begin constructing this technical device? So have you showed this belt to the fools on Science Island to rub their nose in their refusal to believe in magic? Would you believe it? They refused to acknowledge that the science friction belt's invisible protection field existed, even when they could see it with their own eyes. So you say that the belt caused more friction between you and the science guys? They couldn't see an invisible force field? Clearly they were blinded by the Luddite. Well, I guess it's better than being blinded by science. No one is so blind as he who will not see the proof before his very eyes, even if it is invisible. Very well, class. Let's make your very own science friction belt. So now we have another belt. Not quite as useful as the cat burglar belt. I'll just say it. It's not as useful. Gotta get my grub on. So I am kind of wondering what happens if you try and give Joel one of the one and only rings. It's India cuisine, palak paneer, tandoori chicken, and naan. I am most happy to be here. Let me tell you, in the catacombs, I was certain I would be another lost spirit wandering the halls. Oh, and Cesare here is looking super cheesed. My only consolation was that after I was dead, I would haunt Saucy to his dying day. Cesare just abandoned you when you hurt your leg. He didn't even try to help. Cesare was so terrified, I don't know if he even noticed me. Even if he did, he still would have run away to save his own skin. That's right, we're talking about you, asshole. I thought Sosie was your friend. I thought so too. I would have done anything for him. But it is obvious to me now that Cesare only cares about himself. In a way, getting trapped in the catacombs was a good thing. It showed me what true friendship is like. I cannot thank you enough, Sean, for saving my life. Time to go. You have 5 minutes to put your dishes away and leave. Gotta get the apple. An apple a day. Well, I'm not entirely sure that it keeps the doctor away, but it keeps the quirk from stealing shit. So is everybody is everybody here in the rec room? Nope, nobody's in the rec room. Really? Well, I mean, a simple lead weight would do that. And lead weights don't go bad. Well, for the most part. Hey, Mr. Librarian! Hey, great to see you again. Hay is for horses. I'll catch up with you later. Unlikely. Can I give you anything? Oh, I can give you an apple, but you're... Okay, yes, a lead weight thrown properly and at the right aimed at the right part of the body would probably be less than ideal. I don't hear anything, but that doesn't mean there isn't anything. Nope, still nothing. Okay. No. I mean, like, just a regular lead weight, not like a bullet, like a thrown lead weight, not a shot lead weight. Using the power of your muscle, not the power of chemistry. Here you go, another apple. You could at least come out and say hi. Dick. I gotta do it. I've gotta do it. Who is it? Hi, it's me. I just want to talk a bit. Talk some other time, Sean. Go away. Come on, Katie. You're like my BFF. You're my BFF too. No, you're my BFF. She should be like my girlfriend, my fiance. It's Noctur's the Mortuus tomorrow. I imagine that there will be a lot of ghosts around this old place. Oh, wait. What is Noctis de Mortuis? At least it's not Morbius. Dear gods, we do not need any Night of the Morbius. It's the time of the year when the barrier between the world of the dead and the land of the living is breached. The restless spirits of those who had unfinished business in life return to this world to seek absolution or revenge. So it's kind of a get out of dead free time for the undead to stalk our block sort of thing. Oh, they aren't really undead. They're just ghosts. They may look scary, but they can't really harm you. Unless, of course, you harmed them when they were living. Bad time to be a murderer, I guess. If in life he does you wrong, and if in life he done you wrong, now in death you can be strong. Vengeance is the way to go to the one who laid you low. On the other hand, not all ghosts are out back for revenge. Some will come for fun. Others, well, if in life you were a jerk, now you may come back to lurk, much like our dear Mr. Turk. Wait, is Turk dead? Is Turk a ghost? Did you hear Joel Kyro was lost in the catacombs below the castle? None of the damn teachers thought he could ever make it down there. The catacombs is just about the last place I'd want to visit, let alone be stuck down there. Hey, that's where I got your book, mister. You know, the oh, I'm going to be such a great bard someday book. It was a first edition, too. I'm the one who rescued him. I'm glad he's safe. Nice work. You're living up to the hero you core values. Next thing you know, well, I'll be calling you a hero. Well, I don't know about all calling me a hero. The man who should be paid $1,000 a month? Sure. Rest in peace. Just as long as I'm not resting in pieces. Study. Yes, study your lessons. There isn't anything. No, I was going to say, there's nothing on my to-do list, is there? No. Okay. Now, if the dead can come back tomorrow, or today, does that mean that if we go down and we visit our father's memorial, that he'll pop up and say, "What's up?" As I was saying, tonight is the first night of the Noctis de Mortos, the Nights of the Dead. This is the time when the boundaries between this world and the afterlife are tenuous, allowing spirits to enter this world. The main part of the castle is warded against harmful spirits. Any ghosts or spirits you see tonight in the castle can be ignored. Do all spirits come back from the dead? No. Most souls are peaceful after death if they lived good lives. Only the ones with unfinished goals or powerful emotions return to this world. The Sardonian people endure the Nights of the Dead by setting out feasts and decorations to appease the restless spirits. Okay, so this is kind of Dark Night and Samhain, or All Hallows Eve, if you will, depending on what area of the world you're from. most of the Celtic religions, it was split, the Halloween type thing was split between two nights. It was Night of the Dead. There was Dark Night, which was the night before I think it was the night before the full moon. And then there was the night of the full moon, which was actually Samhain, when all the good spirits came out. That was when you made feasts and stuff like that. You painted gourds painted gourds and wore masks or face paint or something like that to disguise yourself from the evil spirits on Dark Night, and then cooked big feasts, decorated things, left food out on the porch for on Samhain for the good spirits, particularly your family spirits. My people celebrate and remember those who have passed beyond the trials of life. We drink to the return of old friends and family. It is a reminder to enjoy life while we can. You said the castle was protected, Master. Does that mean harmful spirits also wander around this world? Yeah, that's same type thing. A lot of cultures had very similar ideals. Of course, here in the good old United States, we made it all about greed and stuffing our faces with as much candy as we can get our grubby little mitts on. Yes, this is a time when the wraiths, revenants, lemures, and malevolent spirits are strongest. It would be wise to avoid the catacombs during this time. Wraiths are very dangerous, as some of you know. Not as dangerous as some of our friends. Any questions or comments? So what are we supposed to do about the ghosts? In general, you should ignore the ghosts. If you react strongly around them, ghosts will be attracted to your emotions, and you will be haunted by them. Stay calm, and the spirits will ignore you. Just because the castle is warded against incoming spirits, do not think that you are safe from malevolent spirits. This place has a history of violence. There may be harmful ghosts within these walls. Always use caution when dealing with the supernatural. The best way to avoid dangerous ghosts is to stay in your rooms tonight, studying your rogue lessons. Tomorrow there will be a quiz in class. I expect you all to do well. So Joel, any spirits that you're, are you feeling? I am not quite fully recovered. Oh, right, you're not quite fully recovered. All right. Are you as cuddly as you are cute? Oh? I am wondering if you are as cuddly as you are clever. We shall have to find out sometime, won't we? All right, you know what? Wait a second. What's our reputation with Joel? We're buddies. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. All right. He is a very useful man. I'd like you to have this. Am I truly your one and only? It is very sweet of you to say so. Joel, you're the only one in my heart. No one has ever been kinder or a more true friend than you, Sean. I should very much like to be your one and only. Well, okay. Apparently we have two betrothed now. I had to do it. I mean, who else would I go for? Who else? Who else would I mean, there's Thomas, but I mean, dear gods, I haven't really talked to Thomas, and he's a bit of a straight edge, like, goody goody two shoes. At least Joel has a good, has a good head on his shoulder. I cannot believe I just. Oh no, that is gonna piss Sorry right the fuck off, because oh my god, no, we're gonna be able to be like, oh hey, so knock knock knock, hello, anybody home? Oh, so sorry, I'm not here for you. I was hoping to get I was hoping to say goodnight. Oh, right. It's cheerfully demented. Right, the decorations and stuff. So, Turk isn't doing his... Oh, gods, no. Oh, man. If people can come back from the dead and pester people that annoyed them in life, oh yeah, Turk's gonna be hiding in his fucking office. Today we're going to begin an experiment in action on reaction. We will make a device that demonstrates that for every action there is a reaction. Thus, when you compress magical lightning and project it forward in a beam, you create a ray that will damage the object it strikes. We will, in fact, create a zap gun. This is a very complicated device. We will be using miniature steam-powered engine to compress the magical lightning. We shall start with a demonstration of the steam-powered engine and begin the process of putting the zap gun together. Tomorrow we shall finish the construction and test the device. Are there any questions? Let me see if I get this. We're going to make a miniature steam-powered engine to compress magical energy, and we're going to hold it in our hand. Does that mean that one wrong move and the gun explodes and will be disarmed? Nonsense! You won't be disarmed? I'm sure the injuries will heal over time, and you'll be as good as new in a couple of months. Alright, people, it's science time! So I want to go down. I want to go down to the I really want to go down to the catacombs and see if Papa's ghost is around. It's pepperoni and jalapeno pizza. Ooh, that actually sounds really good right now. I don't know what. Oh goodness. Oh. I've been slimed. Think of it as a big sloppy kiss because you're just so sweet. That's Shadow, the dog from the painting in Dala's den. He's one of the protective spirits of the castle. Well, he protected me from super. He licked my plate clean. If you overlook puddle of drool he left behind. I'll be so glad when the Nights of the Dead are over. I don't like having ghosts hanging around everywhere I go. The protective spirits like Shadow, Voodoo, and Leo are around all the time. You just can't always see them. Big ghost dog. Ooh, Ghost Leo. That reminds me. We did give Leo a bone. We gave the painting of Leo a bone. His ghost should be happy to see us. I really didn't want to know that, Thomas. Thank you so very much. This is unacceptable. How can anyone stand these ghosts around everywhere? Clearly, Katie, you aren't the only one annoyed by the ghosts. Okay, so maybe they aren't all that bad. Out. Everyone out of here. Peter the Swaggerful. You can one day be great, but not as great as I. How do you know that? No one is as great as I. Right. So yeah, there's ghosts all over the place. Can I pick the lock? Yes, I can. Hello? Anybody here? I mean, I suppose I could have gone up to the Darla room and... I'm not going to steal first aid stuff from her. I'm not going to do that. I'm not that big of a dick. I mean, I could be a pretty massive dick, but not that bad. Young master, it is very brave to be out. Brave master, it is brave to be out and about during the nights of the dead. Poor Gregor feels very scared. Gregor, it's all right, buddy. Just hunker down behind the shop. What's the matter, Gregor? Afraid of a few ghosts? Ghosts in the castle are only a little scary. The professor protects the castle with the professor's magical runes. But many mean ghosts are around outside of the castle ruins. I always thought the Knights of the Dead were about the spirits of the departed coming back to see their families or something like that. That's why we have a feast to welcome them. All Gregor knows is that that many very scary things are around now. Gregor does not care if ghosts are good or bad. Gregor just wants to stay far away from them. Do ratties have ghosts? Most ratties stay in same place with same tribe all their ratty lives. Same, all the time. When a ratty dies, it is said that the ratty is gone adventuring. Dead ratties go off to new places and new things. No reason for dead ratty to come back. So the ratties do not celebrate Nights of the Dead. Except that humans set out food and gifts for the dead. Since the dead don't eat or use gifts, the ratties take them and put them to good ratty use. So Calagai ratties are very happy when Nights of Dead is here. See you later, alligator. Gregor is not alligator. Gregor is ratty. See you later, raccoon. Oh, Master Sean is playing game with Gregor. See you anon, Master Sean. Ooh, now that's a good one. Though please don't call me anon. I mean, at least he didn't put a Q in front of it. I may be a little out of my mind, but I am not that batshit crazy. Saduk Gora? Hope. Never lose hope. It makes life worth living. Sounds like you had a pretty rough life. Was it worth living? Hero you gives hope. Right. If you do not do what is right, who will? Give hope to others. Hey, I'm not QAnon crazy, okay? Let's just put it that way. I am not QAnon crazy. Seishin. Konbanwa. Okana-kun. You honor me. Greetings. I'm Master Sanshin, the Tanuki and far traveler. It is good when one such as you seeks wisdom from their elders. How do you know who I am, Master? Just because you cannot see me does not mean that I cannot see thee. Many things do I see and know, more things than you will ever know. How very like your father you are. Oh, you know Papa! You know my father? Yes, no, and yes. Yes, and no. No, I did not know your father. Yes, I know your father. Right, so you met him after he had died and his spirit went to the Greylands. Is he going to be around? Is he going to be around tonight? I'd like to talk to him. What does that mean? It means, young one, that you should honor your parents. Youth are so disrespectful and careless. They forget that the future requires the past. This is a time to honor your ancestors, yet you do nothing. Do you not think your father is worthy of respect? Do you not bring food and drink to his resting place? What am I supposed to... My father doesn't even have a... Yes, he does. Sean, you know where he is. Ha! This is my grave, foolish one. Still, I am honored. Still, here I am honored, so here I am. So go where your father is honored. Eat and drink in his name. There are things that must be said that no one else can say to you. Go, go! Time flows too quickly. The nights there are where the dead may speak freely will fade. Soon, too, will be your chance to honor your father. Right. So, in other words, he's saying, hey, yo, take some food, take some drink, go down to your daddy's crypt, and say, yo, what's up, Pops? Let's drink a little bit of wine. Let's drink some wine. I do have wine, don't I? Do I have wine? Yes, I have golden wine. Ooh, I have golden wine. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll take an apple, because there really isn't much else in the way of food that we can get. So we'll take an apple. I do want to know, how is the how is the librarian holding up? And actually, hey, what about this guy over here? Nope, still nothing there. Leo, are you here, Leo? Oh, well, Leo's still got his bone. Why are there's no ghosts in the library? What do you think of the Knights of the Dead? I believe they are important, that the gates between worlds is weakening and the dark one grows stronger. That's a bad thing, right? Correct. How come there aren't any ghosts hanging out in the library? Very good question. Very, very good question. They would not dare. You know, I'm really impressed with your devotion to this library. I don't think that enough people give you credit for all the work you do here. Your approval is noted. By the way, so how are you this time of year? Have any happy hauntings recently? Hauntings are hardly ever happy. Most souls have not yet found redemption. Is there a way to help ghosts find redemption? For a few ghosts, perhaps there is a way to aid them to their rest, but it depends upon the ghost and why it is rest. I have already calmed several ghosts. I helped calm Burgundy and Chianti. Emily and her beau. And the twins, I helped calm the ghost of the twins. Don't let the ghost get you down. The spirits have no power over me. They are the least of my concerns. All right, creepy, creepy. Properly creepy. So, all right, I need to go. I need to visit Daddy Dearest. I need to visit Daddy Dearest. But I need food. I need food. Well, there's Shadow. All right, yep. Big old pupperkins. Ghost Mock and Ghost Karen. Can I take an apple tart? Ooh, I have an apple tart. Oh, yeah. We having a feast tonight. We having an apple and apple tart. Too bad I don't have apple cider. But I do have some golden wine. Right, anybody in any no really no ghosts in here? Is there not even a ghost of a Saurus? Now see, we are still in the castle proper here, so there shouldn't be any evil spirits here. Really? Cinnamon brown sugar Pop-Tarts. You know, those were always the ones that I liked the least. I always liked those ones the least. I don't know. Is this part of the I don't think this is part of the proper. God, these doors are super loud. Yeah, I loved like everything but those. Those were like those, you know, you always had the multi-packs. We always used to get the multi-packs when I was a kid, and yeah, those were the ones in the multi-packs that I'm always just kind of like, oh. You could always tell when we were when we were almost out of the I'm almost out of Pop-Tarts, because that was all there was for breakfast. I always liked the fruit ones. Hello? Open sesame. Password. Pesca Spada. Keep your voice down. Get in here. Okay, so what can you do for me now? Isn't that the wrong way round? Alright. Oh, come on! Really? Papa isn't here? It's the closest thing, this is as close to a gravesite as for my father as there is. Maybe there's a way to summon my father's ghost here. Okay, how does it go? I guess I introduce myself, then eat, then spill blood on something or other. Okay. Donald O'Connor! I am your son, Sean. Sean O'Connor. You may not recognize me. You've been dead for most of my life. I've grown a lot since then. Anyway, Donald, are you listening to me? Now all that I need for the ceremony is to eat or something to eat or drink. Use the golden wine. Nice to meet your father for the first time since you were little. Probably counts as a special occasion. Yes. So, Donald Connor, here's to you. Ah, that is good stuff. A heady bouquet of honey-baked apples with caramel and a hint of vanilla. It's lush and warming and... Ooh, why is everything suddenly sort of blurred and moving all of a sudden? Is it an earthquake, or did this wine just hit me like with a brick? Okay. Next part is the blood sacrifice part. I need to spill blood on something that once belonged to Donald O'Connor. Okay, the blood part is kind of nasty, but what belonged to my father? Oh! Oh, damn it, I should have saved. I'm going to take a guess and say the lucky coin. Okay, this lucky coin, I guess it's something that to do with the Raven statue. Maybe it belonged to my father. Dude, you did not have to, like, hit a major artery. What just hit me? I guess I should have been kneeling for this. Oh, yes! The fucking guess pays off, baby! Yeah! Am I good? Oh, yes, I'm good. I never liked s'mores because I don't know, ever since I turned like 6 or 7, I've never been a huge marshmallow fan. Sean, my boy, 'tis glad I am to see you like a man before me. You look so much like your mother. You got her eyes. Donald, Dad, so much I want to ask you. I just don't know what to say. So, do you really have the Raven statue? Were you really King of Thieves in all Sardonia? I was that. With the Raven, I had the power to affect the lives of everyone around me. No city god dared cross me. I had wealth and influence, and lived better than the very Prince of Sardonia. See, when I was growing up, my dog loved marshmallows to the point where we had a fire pit. I remember one time we had a fire pit out in the backyard. We were toasting marshmallows. And I had a piping hot marshmallow that I was just letting cool. It was still on the stick. All of a sudden, the dog just came along, jumped up, snagged the marshmallow, ran off, scoffing it down. I'm just like... I was just stood there staring at this empty stick. Just like, oh, what just happened? Little bastard. Did you really try and give all that up, or is that just a rumor? Your mother never liked the notion of where the money was coming from. I kept telling her that the rich buggers deserve to lose their money. They stole it from the people who worked for them in the first place. Right, but you were supposed to steal it and then give it back to those people. But Nora thought that stealing was wrong, no matter who you stole from. She said she'd rather be poor than cause other people grief by my actions. There was naught I could do nor say to make Nora happy about what I was doing. So I wanted to give the bloody Raven away, where give the bloody raven away where no one would ever use it to rule Sardonia again. I'm starting to get shivers and shakes now. Who is Master von Urwald? What do you know about him? So I'm guessing I only have so many questions to ask. Gerd. I knew him. He came here when I was the Raven. We had a long talk, him and me. He sounded like Nora, telling me that being a Raven hurt people. Merchants stayed away from Sardonia in fear. The stronger the Thieves Guild got, the worse it was for the poor and the struggling. And he was right. Nora was right. All I wanted to do was make a good place for Nora and you and Seamus to live. But it was all going to Hades. I had to give the Raven up, Sean. I had to do right by you and Nora. I had to make sure that no one ever became Raven again. I just didn't mean for it to all happen the way that it did, Sean. I never wanted to leave you and Nora. Getting colder. It's getting darker and colder. I don't think I can take much more of this. Uncle Seamus. What? Who is Uncle Seamus? Why is Uncle Seamus? How is Uncle Seamus? I want to know all about Uncle Seamus. So you don't blame your brother for your death? Seamus and I, we did everything together. We were rebels against the Albion. So, oh yes, the Albion are very much the British. Okay, cool. We came to Sardonia together. He was me second in command as Raven of the Sardonia. Nora always thought Seamus was a bad influence on me. Truth be told, I was the bad influence. So cold in here now. As the Raven, you ruled all thieves. What did you do? Give them all orders? Did they have to pay you taxes or something? As Raven, I kept the other thieves in line. No one could steal in Sardonia without my say-so. They belonged to the guild, or they were shanghaied and kicked off the island. Before me time as Raven, anyone who crossed the old Raven was badly beaten or was killed. The old Raven was vicious and ruled like a tyrant. Seamus and me was disciplined near to death several times before I stole the Raven and took over the guild. So yeah, as a Raven, I had first pick of anything stolen and a tithe of every take the guild members brought in. All right, fuck it. Let's go for a ball. What happened to you? How did you die? Were you murdered by your brother? Seamus is me brother. He's me best friend. So we just happened to be squabbling, and it came to blows. It wouldn't be the first argument between us that was settled with a fist fight. I mean, you guys are Irish, for fuck's sake. Yeah, that's kind of common. It just happened to be our last argument. I lost me footing and fell off the cliff sides onto the rocks in the sea. They never did find me body. I don't feel well at all. There's so much more I want to ask you, but this is killing me. I have to say farewell, Donald. Father. It's really good to speak to you. I want you to know that I'm proud of you, Sean. You're every bit the son I hope to have. Give me love to Nora for me, and take care of yourself. So yeah, that's, I feel awful. I hope I can make it back to the castle without dying. That'd be too ironic. And, okay, and he just, like, swiftly straight back. Cool beans. Alright, and apparently we do not get to save before the third quiz. Oh. Oof. Excuse me. This might be kind of interesting, honestly, because this is farther than I have ever gotten. I mean, I've played parts of this game before, but I don't think I've ever really gotten this way this far before. As I was saying, I trust that you will do well on this exam. You may leave when you're finished with the test. There is no class tomorrow. Try to stay out of too much trouble on your free day, please. You may begin. And to describe the advanced tool use techniques. You need a special precise hand-eye, you need a lockpick, Houdini, and trick up, you need to stay focused on the fibrillator of the defringe and the latch assembly of the tumbler. Okay. I don't, ooh, really? Really? Okay. I mean, it sounds like oh God. Oh. See, that's the thing. It's like, I mean, most of these, it's like, oh yeah, there's. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, I mean, special tool, but I mean, you need every lockpick, Houdini, and yeah, I mean, but you would need precise hand and eye coordination too. So yeah, all of the above. What is his best with a don't just get away? Oh damn! Oh damn! Oh my God! Fucking Master Uwald is totally baiting Sasari now because it's like, oh hey, you know, set an old runestone to block spells, throw daggers from a distance. The best strategy for dealing with Wraith is don't just get away. That's the best solution. Fighting it is not advised. Now, Sasari would absolutely say 4. Make sure you're with a buddy who is slower than you are. The Soul Rune is used to damage incorporeal spirits. Yes, the sun damages the dead, whereas the Null blocks them. The Raven statue is not a symbol of the, it is. Method to keep one man in control. A highly sought after curio that makes Thieves Guild more powerful. A mythical MacGuffin that magically makes more thieves. That is what the Raven is not. To make friends, you should listen carefully. Yes, keep track of a person's details. Ask the questions that flatter the person. Smile. All of the above. Like, seriously, that's it? That was fucking easy. I was expecting something. What do you think of the Knights of the Dead? After my unfortunate experience in the catacombs, even the most benign spirits give me shivers. If I tell you that you have a beautiful body, would you hold it again? You could not pull a dead dog's tooth with that line. My God, do people still use it? Do people still use that? Do people really still use that line? Come on. Let me think about this for a moment. No. I can't think of anything else I'd rather do than that. Oh, see? Oh, Joel, you got me. You got me, Joel. So, I guess you aren't celebrating the Knights of the Dead. No, I prefer to stay as far away from the ghosts as possible. That is why there is no Pooba game tonight. Nobody wants to play while ghosts are... I did not see one damn ghost in that rec room. So, that is no excuse. Makes sense. Besides, ghosts cheat. So do zombies. I know. What do you mean? They've cheated death, haven't they? Oh, you sneaky bastard. Ha ha ha. You are one slippery little fellow. Any new rumors? There is a story going around that the ghost of the castle protect it from some great evil. I, for one, am not going around talking to ghosts to find out whether the rumor is true. Anything new? Today I have some special gloves for sale. Underglovers. They improve your grip so you will get a better result with your roguish tools. So long, and don't let the spook you too much. I'll try not to. I mean, you're already my BFF. Come on. I mean, I think we could safely say that we are more than just BFFs. Yes, now I have gloveses. I'm looking pretty. Like I said, yeah, you can see how it's like. Oh yeah, the shirts. Yeah, like I said, it's like a paper doll type thing. It's like, oh yeah, here's a cutout of a coat. But it does, but the without the coat, you see the puffed sleeves of the shirt kind of stand out. Oh, but we can be getting a zap gun. Oh, I'm liking the zap gun. So, all right, so yes, so it was very much from the sounds of it. Donald was giving up, was hiding. He was burying the Raven, or hiding the Raven in some fashion to make sure that nobody was going to rule over the thieves and organize the thieves to hurt anybody and everybody again. Nora, his wife, our mother, talked to him about doing that. So did Master Urwald. Seamus did not agree. I think that was the final fight was between the two. Was Seamus was like, no, why are you giving up the Raven? Do not give up the fucking Raven. We need the Raven. I would not be terribly surprised if Master Urwald... Now, Master Urwald may actually have the Raven. He may actually be in possession of the Raven. And that's why the chief thief of Caligari is like, yo, I want Master Urwald removed from this. I want him removed from this school. Basically, it was kind of it's that idea of I want him removed from the school so that I can get his I can get into his office, and I can find the Raven, which we're pretty sure was hidden in his office. Either that or the chief thief of Caligari, which I'm still pretty sure either was Seamus or Seamus was the guy, dyed his hair blonde and, and saved us from the guards. I don't think that was Seamus, though. I don't think that was Seamus. I think that was the headmaster of Hero U. I think the headmaster of Hero U saved us from being arrested because Seamus wanted us arrested and then was going to get that lucky coin and then would have somebody like Cesari who would work against Urwald without anybody like myself to stop him. Urwald would be kicked out. Seamus would get into his office, wind up with the lucky coin, find the Raven, and all of a sudden, boom, he is chief thief of all of Sardonia, much like his brother was. And yes, that was that would be his he would be chief thief. We'd be right back to where things were before Donald gave it all up. I think that is where we're looking at where things are going. I am guessing by the end of this game, I think we're going to be in possession of the Raven. We are going to be able to be like, oh, so, Mr. Chief Thief, you were offering to let me join if I got you this lucky coin. Well, here's the lucky coin. By the way, you my bitch now. That would be my guess. Anyway, as always, thank you guys very much for watching Sin and Pretty Wolves and all the lovely little lurkers, all the people who stop in now and then. All of the people who watch after the fact, it is all greatly appreciated. As always, if you like the video, don't forget to press the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down below, the Facebook page and the Twitter, where I make sure to post when we go live. Also, the permanent invite to the Discord server, where we talk about all kinds of weird, bizarre shit. Also, don't forget that Saturday, I don't know if it's going to be Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, Saturday night. We're going to be starting our Star Trek Online, running the Klingon route. With, I'm going to be building Kohan the Barbarian's Silver Horde in the Klingon Empire. Alright, Sid, hey, that's understandable. Totally understandable. Trust me, I get that. Anyway, all of that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!